Yeah, Shawnee! Sean does all our shows, other shows.
For another couple of hours here, tighten that up.
Yeah, we'll chill with them.
Anyway, let's sit on these.
Let them go, they're packing, they're good.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a massive day for them.
That's nice and cold. Feels good on my booty. Okay, cheers, mate. Cheers. What do you want to know, Tipple? Here's where I'll be doing most of my work on a Saturday afternoon on the bench.
Yep. Now, I don't know whether this is your first season, but supposedly a mate from school, Damo, who plays for the Cove Cobras, told me that one of these sheds, all the old guys just sit in there and drink and heckle everyone.
Probably that. Oh, this one here. Yeah.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
That's the heckler's shed.
Hopefully there's no heckling.
But how's this was like literally nothing about a week ago. And the curbs. How are you, mate?
How you going?
How are we tracking?
Going alright?
Going all right?
Yeah, should be good for the 18th, mate. That's the plan.
That's what we're hoping.
See how we go.
That's what we're here to suss out.
Bitumen on Friday.
Cool.
Huge.
So I can give you that much.
Sick.
Cool. That's kind of all we need, isn't it? Right?
Pretty much, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have the party on the 18th. Is that
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's the plan. So bitumen on Friday and then line marking on the Wednesday after that. So landscaping will continue as well, mate. I'm pretty confident that all should be good.
That's cool.
Keep that between us and the camera.
Sorry about the
obviously.
video. We'll put this
You're
out
an
after.
actor.
Yeah, you
Natural. Next minute, no bitumen, nothing.
We should pay that guy.
He's so good at talking. Better than us.
That was definitely worth the $50 note I just gave him before the video. The club had old club rooms this year and they did some renovations. These new buildings here, this pole that we're leaning on, brand new. And they got some funding from the council to do it, but then they ran out of funding and like building got more expensive. And so Fitzy, who's a major sponsor of the club, he came to us and said, let's do this festival. And we thought, that ticks every box for us.
I personally like the old one. I'm just putting it out there, but just a bit more character. But now we've got the new one. But we've got this wicked gig venue with the car park. Dude, it would be sick if the truck was like here,
But
and then the stage
front.
went to here,
Yeah.
and barrier like
Should we put the
here.
barrier over that? Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
That'd be
then-
sick.
And then the masses are here. So like the last festival we did was 500 or 550 people all together. And we thought that was huge. It was huge. And this one here is going to be 1,500 people. It's a little step up. So I reckon the bar will probably start where the grass ends and then come out on that thing.
Oh,
Like
on
pavers,
the like basically on the curb.
So I think
Starts on the curb.
the fridge part will be on the curb and then the bar might come out a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know about these food trucks.
But they reckon they're going to be too big.
Yeah, chimichurri van's pretty wide.
Even the fired up pizza, they like have two separate parts. So like they can pull one part, like the oven up on this,
Yeah.
and then have like the serving area on this.
Yeah. My only qualm is that it's pretty soft. You got a big ass pizza oven, you're gonna get bogged.
But they would pull it up on lawn and stuff all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty squishy though. Anyway, pizza oven. Yeah, ideally it would be good along here.
They'll know best.
Yeah. Do you know, let's go walk over to the second stage.
Let's.
Because there's a lot to talk about.
The messenger,
The messenger.
as Shane Forbes calls it, the messenger. But the messenger sounds like it was almost like a newsletter to find gigs out, wasn't it? And like,
What's it?
it's like where you could source.
Oh, now I've just paid it out.
Well, there was no social media back then, so people used to
Really?
have to go to the messenger to find out where their local gig was. And I find that stuff so
cool.
Like, I just think that's
So cool.
Like, the idea of like finding
How
the gig,
exciting would that be looking in it?
go to the messenger, see where the numbskulls or bearded clams or hot tomatoes are playing, hit the local.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. That's so cool.
So good.
How many metres is it? 5?
Should we just work off the front of the stage being along here?
3, 4, 5, yeah.
Should we just make the front of the stage off here?
Still pretty tight. If they took out the poles and then we put the stage on the grass.
These poles?
Yeah. They can't? Well, how do they get an ambulance on?
There's a gate.
Oh, okay.
Because people will be coming out, like out of the front. So if the stage is more like open to like,
Yeah, to there.
instead of facing that, like facing that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you've got all, people can stand
like
there as
stand
well.
there,
That'll
yeah.
be epic.
Yeah.
Oh, there's enough room. No, good call.
Yeah.
Can we look at the entrance as well for Mum's bunting?
Did you come up with a nice day to go to the club? I think you did. Normally it's quite hard
Maybe.
to like think of a name for something. And it was like one of those ones where Jack just threw it out there and instantly we were just like, yes, that's the name. It was
Well,
like,
officially, it was kind of went officially shortlist.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, we don't have time to really organise a name. So
Yeah.
let's just go with that.
Plan A. So we're using the new car park out the back of the new Port Noarlunga Footy Club, which is, they've given us 90% confidence that it's going to be done. Plan B,
You'll see it.
we're setting up on the oval, a lot of temp fencing. Still not a bad option, but fingers crossed for Plan A.
Plan B is easy to set up.
Is it?
I reckon.
Nah,
You
just
just fucking put the things around and then everyone just
nah, but
parks.
for everything else though, food, bar, like,
Yeah, bar not so much.
like no power.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But generators.
We only got 2.
Yeah, but they don't know. They've got heaps of power points on them.
Plan B will still work.
Plan B. No. Just a like a box with 2.
Do you see it starting like the fence at the club
Oh,
room?
at the entrance, I reckon.
Like the edge of the club room and then out. That's all right.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, last night we found out that Plan A is no longer possible due to some poor timelining or project management from a certain party. Just have to rejig our whole event really
But
in 2 days.
according to the council, you're not allowed. You can only park 1 car on the oval
Yeah, so we inevitably have to break some rules.
and break some turf,
We have to break some turf and break some rules.
and break some skulls.
Even though if the car park's finished, it'll look finished, but we can't use it. So. This has changed a fair bit.
Has it?
Well, this was dirt last week. And
Yeah.
now it's,
But it was still the same thing. They've just compacted it.
they compacted it and primed it to be
Yeah.
bitumised. It'll be pretty much ready to go. We would be ready to go, but then you need to do like handover with the council, and that takes 2
Yeah.
weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Which they knew ages ago. So it would have, Plan A would have never ever been a thing.
Yeah.
So,
Which
but
it kind of felt like that way from the start.
but they'd never told us that.
Yeah, I know.
So we would have been able to do Plan B hell sick.
Yeah, definitely. But, oh well, it is what it is. But Plan B is pretty chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's just easy access to get everything in, but I just don't like the whole thing of, because the council are a bit antsy of the turf getting destroyed, so the club has to pay for the turf, whatever's destroyed. And if you have 1,500 people on grass, it's going to get destroyed.
Yeah. It's been a stressful couple of days, but we've come around to it. Well, that's just me personally.
Yeah.
I was worked up.
Do you think we could set up an outside bar?
You won't drive it up here.
Oh, okay, it's a drive-up thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Phil Wood and Jack Stokes talking business. Look at him. I probably should be in the conversation, but there, Phil's part of the footy club. He's one of the key stakeholders for the event, helping us out. We've got Mark Tipple, who's on the way. You've got Jack Stokes, co-founder of Daybed Records.
As it is now, we're going to get a big fat bill for damage to the turf.
Yeah.
Keep in mind the cricket's got a grand final the week after, so
What like how much do you think a bill of the turf would cost roughly?
I don't know. I'm more worried about damage to the sprinklers.
Which wouldn't be. It's not the end of the world.
No. The people that have granted the application for the liquor licence from the council have already gone out on a huge limb for us just to get that space.
Yeah.
And get that one vehicle to drive out on the oval.
Yeah.
You won't get anything else through it.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
on the verge of telling us to fuck off.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
They're fully supportive. If the car park was ready, fully supportive. But their oval is bloody out of bounds.
Yeah.
They're precious.
Yeah.
We've got the buyback offer from Young Henrys as well, so any cases unopened that we don't use, don't have to pay for it, they can take back. So we're all sweet. Way better to have 100 cases extra. Sounds good. See you, mate. That was Fitz. Fitzy was super keen for Plan A, as was I. But I think we've both come around to Plan B now. We've let go of our stubbornness. Fitz is pretty much the mastermind really behind the whole thing, to be honest. He had a couple of key contacts with Bad Dreams and stuff to come and play, and then we just sort of started brainstorming all these ideas and just went to a whole nother level. And now probably gonna have 1,500 people on this oval cutting sick. It seems too rigid to sit in a circle.
No, I'm kind of vibing it.
Yeah.
Phil, how did you get involved with these two?
I'm an idiot.
Tonight is more about developing a site plan.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I think from my point of view, I was keen to make sure before we completely ruled out Plan A and still striving for it, is that if Plan B was going ahead, we knew that all the things that were needed, like food, outdoor bar, power, electrical, could be done out there.
Where we need to set things up, we're really tight outside boundary now to have any of that
But
room.
again, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
They're actually going out on a limb, giving us the oval at all.
Yeah.
So if you're going to drive out, and it specifically says in the conditions, no food trucks. If you read the conditions, the only thing that's allowed to out there is vehicles related to the stage.
Yeah. What's the risk of having it out there? What's the risk?
The risk is
with
this
damage
council,
to the oval.
The risk of having it out there. Their playing surfaces are precious because of the damage they've had on motor vehicle car shows on other ovals and band events on other ovals. Too much damage, and they just outlawed it. It's not happening. So again, because of our circumstances, they're a little bit sympathetic and they've given us this opportunity. But it's a one-off and it'll never happen again.
If the outside bar could be on the oval, that could just be really good.
Is that a vehicle or not?
Yes. It's a trailer. It's got wheels on it.
Because we've got 2 generators, we've hired 2 generators.
Yeah, that's right. It should be able to work both sides.
Yeah.
So even if you had the bar set up on the fence line, and people can actually access the bar
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
from there.
I think that's pretty chill.
And maybe
It's not definitely a scenario we could do.
food vans in here.
We might use that blue bar as the front. As they walk in,
Yeah,
they
that'd
see
be
the
great.
Portlangar thing as you walk in, and that's where you can check in.
So if you did all that from a gazebo there,
Yeah.
then they walk in through the veranda, drink
Yeah.
stall, merchandise all along there.
It's sort of the entrance, so you can't see it until you get in, and then you open it up.
Yeah.
That's it.
The other thing we haven't decided basically is what extra stock we're going to purchase.
We've ordered 500 cases.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
So they'll be fed into the main cold room,
Yeah.
plus the outside bar cold room.
We might have to sample some of the product on Friday just to make sure it's okay.
We'll probably be ready. All right, I'm going to have a beer.
Yeah, sounds good.
When we started Daybed Records, I did not think I'd be sitting around at a footy club till, 9 p.m. at night, talking logistics about a festival, that's for sure. The foundation of the event's still good, we've still got such good ticket sales. All the bands are locked in and keen as, the actual event is still there and still good. And on another positive note, all the stakeholders, us, footy club, the complex, everyone's spirits are still pretty high. We're all trying to achieve the same goal. So and we're raising a shit ton of money for the club. So when I say that out loud, I actually feel pretty good about it. Why am I stressing? But it's all good.
Kiss me out before you go, summertime sadness. I was just teaching stand-up paddleboarding over at the river. Now we're going to walk down to Southport for a bodyboard, and then we'll finish with a snorkel just out here when the tide drops. There's so many good people work down here, and it's just like a group of people just trying to escape real life. 9 times out of 10 it's really nice, and then sometimes it can be a bit brutal. Or you're just sitting there like watching kids bodyboard for 6 hours and you're just thinking, what am I doing with my life? And then you're just like, it's actually all right. I love Crocs. These are actually from here. I have my own Crocs, but I left them at home. It's nice to have a little balance, like a whole day down at the beach and turn your mind off and then go home and do some email shit. It'll just be a relief seeing it all come into place. Because my responsibility is more so all of the production side of thing with the bands and getting that. So once that's all set up, I can just blame other people. Nah. Hopefully the space looks nice and it's inviting. So it just feels a bit homey for everyone.
This is an art gallery that's connected to Daily Grind next door. I do like marketing and events. All the artwork and all the exhibitions have somewhat of a surf skate sort of foundation. What are we? We're Wednesday today, so 3 days away. Fuck. And we just ticked over 1,000 tickets today. So huge. It's normally the highest percentage of tickets sold in the last week, and we've got only like maybe 20%, 15% left of tickets left. We forgot to do our marketing through the Messenger. It probably would have been sold out already if we put it in the Messenger. I've actually got the 745 local mid-coast band, Daybed Records' finest, doing some screen printing for some fresh merch out the back. Righto, boys. Show us some finished produce.
It's pretty fresh.
How much are they going for?
I don't know how much. 30. No price.
$30. To be confirmed.
Don't film this when I fuck it up. See that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was just saying we ticked over 1,000 tickets today.
Yeah, so good. Not sure if there'll be 1,000 in front of us though. See, like, might be all come to the end, but you never know.
We'll get one practice in.
Maybe tonight. So
Yeah, maybe one on the day as well.
Yeah.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty tight anyway though.
Yeah, don't need
Can't go too wrong.
Calm down. Our band's actually named after a bus. So
Yeah,
maybe we will.
745's the OG bus route. They're like, because we jam at Ruben's house over in Seaford, and I live like near Christie's, so like come down Murray Road, pick up me, go through, pick up Marcus. You already had your license anyway, so just meet you there. And then like me and Marcus be cruising on the bus down to Seaford. And we're just like, no, it's how we get around everywhere. Might as well call it 745.
So just working on the final run sheet for the day. We've got Young Henry stage, Daily Grind stage, and just chock-a-block bands. 30-minute sets, all back to back, and then finishing with Bad Dreams with a 45-minute set.
Saw you made Team of the Decade, eh? Saw you made Team of the Decade. Stay work tomorrow, Ronnie!
Oh, sweet. Wednesday night training here at Port Noarlunga Football Club, home of the Crocodiles, sweating bullets, getting ready for the Old Dinga Sharks round 1. Good group of people actually. I'm only new, but everyone's that keen for the festival. Everyone's literally just the talk of training. No one's even thinking about footy. Everyone's just talking about the gig this weekend, which is a good thing. But if we finish this gig off, sell it out and raise all this money, like, this is what it's for. So these guys can keep playing and their kids can come and play at the same facilities that they played at and talk about the gig that kicked it all off. I'll be spinning yarns for years to come. I'll be that old codger at the bar, be like, back in my day we had the gig here. I don't even know what else I'll say. I'll spin yards for 2 hours and chew someone's ear off. But yeah, it's going to be sick. I didn't sleep that well last night. I was pretty excited. Like, I was just like, and then I just wake up randomly, like thinking of like something that had to be done, like the lanyard printing, like the thing in the lanyard. I was like, fuck. And the merch as well.
Well, I'm just thinking just before we empty the rest of these out, just want to look at what are your thoughts on where Ditz has coned some shit out.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on here. Is this the generator?
This is kind of like the generator booth thing here. I'm thinking like, if the truck was here,
yeah,
you know, and then probably there would be like
the front
of it, and then you'd take an extra, probably 2 steps for the barrier. That's pretty good, like roughly, or you could even go in a little bit more as well.
So you don't reckon that's too small?
Nah. If you think about how big that car park was, and we were going to do it there, and how big this space is, like big funnel, then it means just like everyone is involved, you know?
Yeah.
Like there's no dead space.
I envision the front of the main hitting here.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool.
And then that way the front of the second stage is still like out a bit. Because if it's poking in and it comes to like here, then you're sort of cutting off vision to the toilets and the food trucks.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you. There's not really much we can do until the truck gets here, to be honest. He's 15 minutes late. Do you reckon to say how you travelling?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a new ute.
Dude, they smashed the fencing out. Fuck.
Yeah.
Where's the truck guy? Excuse me, mate. We just got the trucks on the expressway with the stage.
Yeah.
So he'll be here any second. If we can just refrain from just doing the back one.
We just brought this on because we didn't want to bring a whole truck on it, like a full one. So
yeah.
We just thought we'll get.
Oh yeah, that's kind.
And then.
Oh, the council love that. Hey Bob, how you going? Sorry to hassle you. I was just like, that's all right. I saw the green truck and I'm Jack anyway.
Yeah, I remember you.
Yeah. Which is the side? Is it that side that opens up?
Both sides.
Oh, both sides. Perfect.
So when we get there, we either back in or
yeah. Maybe we'll back in.
Just show me where you want me.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. We'll just cruise in over here. It's coming along pretty good though. I'm stoked on where that is. That's good. With the stage coming out like to here, roughly. Fuck, it's gonna look sick. Mate, this will be you, Ditz, at about 7 o'clock. Getting on the microphone.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Technique, you don't
need 1, 2, 3.
Well, these guys are pretty much taking care of the main stage, looking pretty good. Second stage is a bit neglected thus far, but we just got to put the pallets down and raise it up. Temp fencing's nearly done. Cool.
Do you reckon that's 54 mil by 86 mil? Surely.
That would fit in there, yeah, surely.
Because this is the site, so that's where I bought it
from.
Yeah. I just need to figure out, I need to put that into AI.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the right size.
Do it a bit smaller?
Yeah, I'll do like a bleed thing.
Sick.
Cool.
You're onto it.
Yes.
Yes.
Get that.
Yes, Ditz.
Yes, Ditz.
Nice one. Let me get a video of that.
That looks great.
I reckon we could brand that second one.
Yeah.
I've got actually, just saying, I've got the big cockadiver round helmet that we could mount that cockadiver up high and just the helmet.
Imagine the
below.
helmet above the stage.
Where's the helmet?
Wait, Jack!
Hey.
Just come to check things out.
Fuck, sounds good, eh? Whoa! It's like dance music, like Nickelback. Yeah, good. First 4 songs of the album are killer, the rest of it's shit. What a production! Yeah. It's a new Nickelback song, that's fucked up. There. Nah, it sounds good. It's not actually too loud from here though. That's good. Because that was pumping over there.
I'm sitting on the excavator and the excavator's rocking. I'm thinking, it was awesome, mate. Awesome.
He was like, I was trying to tell him about the day and stuff, and he's just like, hey, here's the chorus. Whoa!
All those prayers are starting to become answered.
Oh my God, more prayers than emails were sent, I reckon.
Yeah.
For this one. Without this truck, the festival wouldn't be going ahead essentially. We've got a truckload of beer.
On the way here, check out the 3 pallets on the back.
It's actually a bit underwhelming. I thought it was going to be stacked to the brim, but it's literally just a couple of pallets down there.
Just when the opportunity popped up, it was probably too good to be true, really. Big live music event, which we're always sort of really happy to be involved with. And yeah, as we can see here, got to keep the punters happy with a bit of beer. So, no, really keen to be involved and looking forward to tomorrow. If it becomes a yearly thing, we're happy to stay involved. As long as I keep getting my tickets, then I'm happy. We'll know how much stock to get next year as well, so it'll be good.
One more.
There's a lot of cartons when you look at it, isn't there? It doesn't look like it.
It doesn't look like a lot.
No.
Is that what you reckon is it?
What's that?
It doesn't look like a lot?
I reckon it looks like heaps once you start pulling it apart.
Oh, okay, yeah. When I saw it in the truck, I was like, 1,500 people getting smashed. I don't know. Did heaps of bands from Adelaide venture down this way to play gigs because they knew there was a crowd down here?
The ones we did work with, you know, like Iron Sheiks, Where's a Pope, all of those guys, they come down here, played regularly. Or as regularly as possible. You know.
And the footy club was one of those venues, wasn't it?
The footy club was the place, mate. Yeah. When grunge hit, we had some venues down here playing to maybe 100, 200 people, and then all of a sudden Nirvana hit and it just went stupid. Big shows with 1,000 odd people, 10, 20 band lineups, all the big names, Grinspoons, Living Ends, and we sort of followed along on those coattails, as most of the local bands did. We thought it was going to go on forever. So the rooms that we used to play, once the poker machines started coming in, they realised they didn't need people drinking. They just have 20 machines and that's their turnover. I'm glad to say Port Noarlunga hasn't gone down that track, so that's why we're here for a fundraiser for the club. Nice day to go to the club.
Here's the big fella, the man of the moment.
Oh, boys, it looks magnificent.
Yeah.
And I think the ground's going to be all right.
I think so as well.
It's not like it's not like it's soft.
No,
it's pretty hard.
It's
isn't
great.
It?
No, it's pretty lush. It's pretty lush. I reckon they would have watered it this morning.
The only thing I worry about is ruin it for the cricket, but I don't think we will. Is that kangaroo shit?
Yeah, that's your job. We left it for you.
Main stage?
Main stage, and then the daily stage here.
Okay, daily stage there.
It's going to be... I don't actually have any lots of words at the moment.
Baby, Nickelback!
Come on, coming on!
This is unreal.
This is me. This is my connection to the Port Lunga Footy Club. The last time we won a premiership in the A grade was 1997, and I was lucky enough to be a part of that, and that was an amazing day. But we're due for another premiership. We've got Andrew Jarman coaching this year, and we've got a good bloody team, so give it a couple of years and I think we'll be up there. We love the old club rooms because, you know, they meant so much, and the memories that we had in that place was unbelievable. But it was run down, there was safety problems, you know what I mean? It was pretty sad. So we were very lucky to get a grant from the government, and these are our brand new club rooms, which I think every club in the Southern Footy League deserves. But you know what, the club, unfortunately, it's hard to raise money. We found it hard to even get furniture into the club, and this has been a great fundraiser for the club.
That's heaps better.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, sick, perfect. Oh, dude, that's Smicko.
Pretty sick. The fruit truck's pretty good. I was a bit sceptic because like it was pretty tight without the extension on it. Or else it's gonna be like standing on each other with all the gear. But
We're gonna move these pallets.
now it's looking pretty good. Get all the grass packed out at the end. 1500 there. Should be sick, eh?
As the old saying goes, plan B is the new plan A.
Yeah, it's going to be a good day. And it was actually a pretty fun day on the setup.
Yeah.
I think once you immerse yourself into it with no, you know, your sole focus is actually on doing it, it's a much easier, you know, than having, and I just fucking hate the computer.
Yeah. But I think our stress last week made today so much easier. Like we put all the work in so much earlier and planned when people were arriving and stuff like that, which was something new for us. And so it all just went smoothly today because of the work we did last week.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
So Fitzy's arrived at just prime timing, hasn't he? Just right at the end of the day.
Hasn't had to lift.
And he's just handed us a MIDI. Just like this overarching puppet hand that just picks us up and just drops us in certain situations.
No, without him, we wouldn't be, it's not possible.
It's not possible without him. But yeah, tomorrow's just 9 a.m, standard working day, 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
9 to 5 a.m.
9 to 5 a.m. with a long lunch at around 11 till 5 a.m.
The longest lunch.
Yeah. Oh, well, should we put up this stuff? I don't really know how we do this, but...
Dude, I can pull it off the roof a bit, because then I'll go around that hinge and it'll be fine, because it looks a bit whacked, like...
Where I am?
Yeah, like, off the roof, just put it around that, like, the hinge where the door is. Like, yeah, there you go.
Is it too low? Oh, it won't be too low. Does it look shit or does it look alright?
No, it looks slay.
So slay.
So slay.
Slayed up. Dude, my mum will be proud.
This is some sturdy ass bunting.
Yeah. She doesn't mess around. Oh, that looks good. Now I'm into it. It goes with the medieval.
Fuck, I'm that keen. Holy shit. I didn't even expect it to be like this.
Yeah, I agree though, that looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, 30 hours, I'm just running screws in.
I don't know how we're going to keep that.
Lazy records.
Sneaking. Doors just opened, so it's 12 o'clock. 40 tickets on the door, or people can buy them before they come. They're going to go, aren't they? Let's hope. We've got Daybed solid investor, Mr. Chris Anthony.
Hello.
He sits on the board on all of our big meetings. We're going to go find Jack Stokes.
Yeah.
And we'll give you the final wrap up about where we're heading today.
Sounds good. Should I help you with this rider, Jack, when you're free? Yeah. Gotta get the band some beers.
Where are you putting them?
Main band room.
Yeah, I'd probably just leave it for a little while.
There's none in there.
Yeah. Like, there's no point stocking it up with ice and stuff when they're probably like another 4 hours away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put a couple in.
But yeah, put a couple. Put that shit in there.
Yeah.
And then
I'll leave it in there.
None of the food and that yet, because we don't want it just sitting out on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, easy. Cool.
Sick.
The only employee.
And we're all level in this company. The old school boss regime is over.
There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, but at the end of the day, if the beer's in the fridge and it's cold the night before, it's going to be a good day. These are going to go down well later, I reckon.
Welcome aboard, Jack.
Just like the kids when they're walking down the beach at aquatics, dragging their feet.
Normally when I sort of get involved with these things, I sort of rock up. I get the call up the week before, oh Chris, can you start doing this and this? And I'm like, yep, that's cool, I've taken work off, that's all good. I kind of expected it. But I would say yesterday was the best I've felt so far in terms of like things to do and time and stuff like that. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it's always up from here.
Yeah.
Just that first little bit, and then there'll be, when heaps of people come in, it kind of just like takes its own little path. Porty's brought music back to Porty's.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the final.
Yeah.
We just enabled it. We're enablers.
Live music is alive and well in the south.
Thinking about cracking one of those beers, I just stopped.
Actually, no, I'm thinking of that as well. And I'm trying to do it on the download so we can't see.
We've known Stokesy for a while, haven't we? And you've obviously known Tom.
Yeah, since birth.
Yeah.
It's his birth, not mine.
So yeah, just lucky enough to get roped in to play this massive gig and stoked to be here, honestly.
This is our second show actually, so it's an honour to be here on this stacked bill. We're destroyed! We will kick it with our toys! We give you thoughts of death! We just don't build stuff! Thank you so much, brothers, coming out here. We can smash up next.
So much trouble. Thanks for having us, guys. We're Stella. We just smashed our set down here at Moana Footy Club. Beautiful day for it. Lovely day for it. Music is just like the best place to meet people. And I feel like this is proof today of why we need to bring it back. It's like that. If anyone wants to debate it, just show them this footage. It's a beautiful day. The music's been gone for 20 years and it's coming back. It's back and it's staying. Back, baby. Woo!
Nice day to go to the club. It's officially sold out. I just made it worse. A couple of people trying to get in, but we let him in. 2 more extras, but officially sold out. Stoked, so stoked.
You win! You James! Wet, take dinosaur white hair to you! Following ya, window to the stick, to the world of your feet! And I said, go! Don't be real, we're not worth it! It makes us hurt! It makes me tired, why does it make me feel sick? It makes me feel it's not worth it. It makes my head flip, why? Try.
Thanks, boss.
My footy shirts nearly came off a couple of times, but other than that, it was chill. Fucking voice is fucked.
Footy club secretary got phone calls from the neighbours saying, what's going on with all that noise?
And that was, I think, sound check, and a guy the other side of the river heard it, so he must have woken him up at 11:30, and away we go.
See all the time hiding from your parade. See all the time what you got to hide from. See all the time turn this night to day. See all the time turn this night to daylight. See all the time what you got to do. See all the time what you got to do now. See all the time leave it all behind. There's been a bit of crabs. You're going to be fucking awesome. Woo!
Look at the young bands that played before us. They're awesome. They're local. They got a good crowd. They got a good young crowd following. That's exactly what happened with us. It's just another generation coming through. All the pre-pandemic stuff's gone. They can start writing their own scripts and their own stories. That's what I want to see happen. I'm happy to be the grandpa standing on the side. Hey.
I've come bearing gifts.
I come there and
That's high.
The thing is, I'm from Cambridge, which is quite hot. Everyone's very stuck up. I got here and I think everyone is so Australian and I love it.
What a fucking crowd you are! You guys are the fucking best!
This is just the icing on the cake. But the middle of the cake is the 7x5 and Stella, you know, like the young kids doing it. They've had it handed to them on a silver platter. And they've done really well with it.
You're my only friend.
rather do it tonight than tomorrow.
How you feeling, mate?
I'm done.
Done?
Cooked. Done, like Tom. Done like a Tom dinner.
Good effort.
On his birthday.
Good effort all around.
No, I'm done. Yeah, we're cooked
You're
now.
on fire. You're still picking up rubbish.
Yeah, we're going to clean it up. Get out.
Because the camera's here.
I can't even bend over.
Yeah.
Even if the camera's here, I'm not picking up shit. Nah, I'll try.
Mate, wait till you're 48 and tired and done and your hamstrings are cooked.
That's what I feel like. How are you fucking doing it? He
How's
doesn't
the
stop.
initial outcome, Dix?
Oh, mate, outstanding success. Outstanding success. Yeah, I don't know, many levels. No problems.
No.
You couldn't get much better than what we've done. It's ticked a few boxes. Yeah.
It's hard to fathom at the moment.
Yeah, we're on a high.
Can't pick it up.
The adrenaline levels are going, and Tom's going to pick up a few.
I'll grab this one.
A few can pulls.
Just for the.
There's about 400 to go.
If I didn't do that, no one would have.
And how's the ground looking for the cricket ground?
I reckon it's looking good.
What, the Daybed pocket?
Don't look over there, but that's why we took it outside of the circle. So it's in the outfield, and hopefully the opposition will trip over something and drop a catch.
Yeah, I might leave a couple of little bombs out here.
But the kangaroos will be in a minute.
Oh yeah, they'll be dropping bombs.
They'll be able to clean up everything that's left.
The kangaroos will be dropping all the bombs.
Thank you, boys.
No, thank you.
Thank you. It's
Let's
been
keep in
honestly
contact.
everyone that's just contributed. It's a full
I
team
think
effort.
we'll be talking about this for a long time. There was so many old school crew my age that were like, fucking well done, man. Like, we haven't had this for years.
Yeah. Same
And
as
they
me.
were so stoked on the young crew as well, like, and then vice versa.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Nah, it was good. I mean, it was above and beyond, really.
Sit down
Yeah,
and spill your guts.
Yeah, I'm honestly blown away what just happened. Like,
Yeah, no, it was really good. It feels a bit of a whirlwind.
it feels an absolute whirlwind. I think this last 3 months is probably the first time I've ever experienced like proper stress. And I think like purely for the fact that we just wanted it to go so well, like in the best way possible. But there was just so many things that we just didn't know how to tackle at the time, and we did. And like I know it's like fundraising for the footy club, but like it gives back in so many different ways. Like the music scene, the Adelaide music scene, it's almost a fundraiser without money for them, you know, like it's a weird fundraiser in a non-financial way for so many different aspects. Like even for us, like we got so much out of this experience in so many different ways.
And for me, who doesn't actually give a fuck about the footy club, really, it's just about people supporting the arts and getting together, having a good yarn, having a drink.
Yeah.
Just being together and talking to one another and experiencing things all together.
Yeah. Today was probably a perfect example of like the community is the foundation of everything. It's like music scene or footy club, you're both there for the same reason.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that today they were both in the same spot celebrating the same thing. So music and footy is probably not too much.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people think that everyone is really different. You know, you're a footy player or you play in a band. But really, we're all human and we're all very similar. So it's just kind of just like everyone together, nice little segue into a new thing.
Today was a nice day to go to the club.
Especially with that sort of the bend in the club and having that shade and all the vantage points to be able to see the music. It was a really nice day to go to the club.
It was a nice day to have a bend in the club.
And the bar definitely saw a nice day to go to the club. Because there was Young Henry's. Initially, the order was 300 cartons.
No, it was 500.
No, it was 500, sorry. And then they changed it to 300. And
we ran out at 5.
We ran out at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
4 p.m. for 300 cartons. And then we just had people going to the bottle-os for the last 2 hours.
The mid-coast are thirsty.
It feels really good that it's in this area, and it feels really good there's so many familiar faces.
Yeah.
But more so just seeing young kids being involved in it and feeling inspired to do the same thing, because I had that same feeling watching bands.
You just see in their eyes, they're just encapsulated by what's going on.
And then they have their friends going,
Start a
you know,
band.
I could probably do that as
Yeah.
well. And that's just what it's all about.
Yeah. Daybed Records is music, the arts.
Or anything worth doing. Or anything you want to say at a party where someone asks you what your job is and you say, oh,
to a record label.
Got a record label, and they go, oh, that's pretty cool. How much money did you make here? Nothing.
Yeah. Negative.
No. They've been here for 2 days, and they've been slaving. So wrap up and give them a hand, I reckon.
Thanks, Tipple.
That's good. Legends.
Cool.
Tommy, is this yours?
Yeah.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you, Tipple. Thanks, brother.
That's yours, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll give you this.
No worries.
Thank you for. Yeah, for sure.
See how this all comes together.
Yeah. How long does that battery last for? Or you just sub them in and out?
These like 6 hours. But my headphone batteries only last 8 hours.
Only.
Such a streamlined bloody system.
Oh, wait. I got nothing now, but
I heard it a couple times today.
Did you? Did you actually? There was one, I only did one shit. Yeah, guys. Actually, you reckon that was?
I left just after.
Yeah. Actually, probably 100% of the day. So that's all sorted. They're taking the back line. Grum's taking the truck and all this. So really, there's no point of us to get back tomorrow. We'll leave that open so they can drive out. I need a cheers.
I need a piece as well. Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Are you going to? I don't really know anything about grass, but that looks like it'll come back.
Apparently, council are actually cool with it. Like, they came and checked it out. They're like, it's actually not too bad.
Oh, that's good.
That's the very front. Like, that's where people would have been resting on the barrier, like here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I thought it was the other way around. And you can't see jack shit from the truck.
No. If I was a batsman, I'd be hitting it to fine leg. Bit uneven turf, bounce it over the fielders, straight for 4.